Vulnerability, when I first heard the term vulnerability in regards to leadership, I couldn't put the two together. I couldn't
Yeah.
in my head, right? Because I thought, oh, wait a minute, showing vulnerability, that's not being a leader. Being a leader is all about being in charge, being tough, being command, control, right? Isn't that what leadership is?
Knowing what will happen, and
Yeah,
yeah, all of that.
no, not so much. And it took me a long time to learn that vulnerability was actually the way to lead. And it takes courage to show vulnerability. And it is not a weakness, but a question. I think people are getting that now. And certainly with all the work with Brene Brown that she's doing with vulnerability and shame. And, it's got a lot more exposure and a lot more traction than it did in the past. But a
Yeah.
question I'm always asked is, can you share too much? And I think that there is a line, and I think the best way to explain this is an example, right? So again, let's talk about the pandemic.
Hmm.
So a leader showing vulnerability in the pandemic is not the person that says, "Oh my God, I have no idea what to do, where to go. I'm terrified." Shit, right? That's a little too much vulnerability right there,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
That's not vulnerability. That's like verbal diarrhea. You're just like, it's just all the emotions are just bleh, out on the table.
Yeah.
Vulnerability in leadership I think is more like this. Okay, this is happening. We don't have the answers. There's no playbook written on how to lead forward in a pandemic. But what I can tell you that this team we'll find a way forward and we're going to do it together. We are all in this together. I'm as scared as you are. I have trouble getting toilet paper from Costco too, right?
Hmm.
And I'm struggling a bit, to be honest, working from home with kids running around. That's showing your human side, showing vulnerability, but still showing strength, commitment, and conviction as
Hmm.
a leader, right? What do you think? Can you share too much?
Well, I think it's actually how you share it and from which space do you share it. It's interesting to me that you can say, "I don't know, and I need help with this," and the same words can be given from the space of panic and freak out, and that frightens people, obviously, uh, because you're sharing that. And then you can share same words from the space of calmness and true vulnerability, true honesty. And I think what I heard from what you said, it's being honest. And that's really being vulnerable. It's being honest to what's going on with you right now, and not sharing your stress with people. And these are two things that I see. It's not the amount of what you share, but from which space, which energy is there when you're sharing it. So vomiting of people, as how did you say it? The verbal,
Emotional.
emotional, yeah. So it's really, if you share from the space of connection, from the space of genuinity, from the space of from what is at the moment, and not from, "Oh my God, I don't know what to do. What are they going to say about me? So I'm just going to, tell them whatever is going on." It's a different message. So I think that's the difference.
Yeah, that's right.